We all have choices. But I think most things are just left up to complete chance. Like, I incorporate a lot of chance into every single juggling show I perform because when I'm juggling, I never know exactly when I might drop. I guess I should try a harder trick if I want to drop. Let's see. Okay. Oh no! I've dropped the ball! Oh, darn! Oh, woe is me! Oh, goodness! Oh, my! Oh! There we go. The main thing that I attribute to chance is how I ended up performing in the circus on some cruise ships for 14 months. And how that happened was that a agency found some of my videos that I'd posted online of my juggling and my silly jokes, and they offered me the job. And that just doesn't happen, so that was a surprise to say the least. And that certainly worked out great because, well, I got the chance to travel and save money at the same time, which is also very fortunate. So if you ever get the chance to travel, definitely take it because those memories actually do last the longest. Chance is certainly a large part of the entertainment industry because people literally will always say, "This is my chance," or "my moment," or whatever. And it's true, you have to wait for your moments because you never know which audition specifically will jumpstart your career or which juggling show that you perform at someone else will see your juggling show and go, "I should also hire him," or what silly juggling joke you post online that someone will see, and instead of just exhaling out of their nose slightly, they'll actually share it with their friends, which will then kick off the whole algorithm.
Oh man, this one's broken. Oh man, this one's broke. I just got...
Okay, some of those are a little bit more specific to me than others, but the next talking point is very specific to me, so let's get a little self-indulgent. I missed. I perform in a lot of different ways, and some of those are stranger than others, but one of my growing favorites is live streaming, and whether that's on Twitch or TikTok, they've started gaining some decent success, actually, with, like, viewership and such. So, I wanted to upgrade them. If I can cut this. Come on. Oh my goodness. Come on, you can do it. This might take a while. I suppose they call this a box cutter for a reason. Maybe I should do this on the ground. Why didn't I do that the first time? I incorporate chance into my live streams in what I like to consider a fun way, with the D20 of decisions.
Oh.
Which is getting really broken because I made it literally years ago now. Poor thing. So instead of just rebuilding this one again with new tape and new glue and hoping it survives another year, I figured I'd completely update the entire system with 3 new dice, each one being for different tipping amounts and different types of things, and perhaps more. In the industry, we like to call this overcomplicating things. But it does need to happen. Right now, this is the current setup. This is the TikTok setup. You have a phone. on a tripod. Very nice. And this is the Twitch setup. We've got our fancy PC and 2 monitors, and then we're not on TikTok anymore, but then we're good to go. Right now, this is the current system. Pretend you're a live stream. Basically, anytime I get tipped in any kind of fashion, we roll this dice. The yellow dice. Oh, by the way, I did make another dice about a month ago because I wanted to see if I still remembered how to make a dice. But anyway, turns out I did. A die. Sorry, it's a die. But basically, anytime I get tipped, I give it a roll. Whoop-ha. The yellow dice decides how many of which object I will be juggling. It could be anything from 5 rings, to 3 boxes, to 3 balls, to 3 rings, to clubs, or to... It could be anything. But then, we move over here. To the cards. And these cards here have a bunch of the different props on it. We've got 4 boxes, 3 rings, 3 clubs, 4 balls, 5 balls, and 3 balls. All of these, I have written down every single trick I know how to do with them. And basically, we pick random cards each time so I don't have to come up with them on the spot. After the cards up top get picked, I then put them down here so that they're ready to be shuffled after all of the tricks from whichever deck is completed. It works quite well. Now, if we hit some sort of goal or happen to roll miscellaneous on the dice, we roll the miscellaneous dice, also known as the original D20 of decisions. That's totally not broken. Totally not broken. I call this either the miscellaneous dice or the act dice because it has all my acts on it and some things that aren't acts. Like, for example, Mousetraps isn't an act, but it's pretty darn cool. It's certainly miscellaneous. We've got rings, boxes, Diablo, Rubik's Cubes, magic, knives, chainsaws, all the fun stuff. And it certainly is miscellaneous. So what that lets me do is I get to roll it, and if I'm doing an act or something and it happens to roll, say, 4 balls like it just did, then I get to go, oh yay, time for my 5-ball act, because it's close enough. But if it was just a miscellaneous trick, then I'd go and do the 4-ball trick, which is Mill's Mess. Perfect! Ta-da! So here's the plan for the new refurbished system. To begin, we need 3 dice, specifically a yellow one, which I've already made because this one's already perfect, that I will call the quick trick dice. Every time I get a tip, which is worthy of a quick trick, which is all of them, I will roll this dice. And that dice has the options of 3 balls, 3 balls, 4 balls, 4 balls, 5 balls, 5 balls, 7 balls, 3 clubs, 3 clubs, 5 clubs, 3 rings, 3 rings, 5 rings, 3 boxes, 3 boxes, 4 boxes, 4 boxes, 5 boxes, 7 boxes, and of course, miscellaneous. There's still room to figure things out. The reason I have multiple of the same ones is because if I ever get something else, I can put that on there too. But that's the current plan. And that brings me to dice number 2, the miscellaneous dice. If we happen to roll that miscellaneous option, whoo, mamma mia, you best believe there's gonna be some new miscellaneous things. This dice will feature all the weird and strange things that I juggle. For example, Rubik's Cubes, chainsaws, mousetraps, knives, Diablo, combination tricks, steering wheels, magic, devil sticks, scarves, rollabola, handstands, magnetic balls, and records. And there's still room for more. Because I have a feeling that the future is gonna be weird. So I need room to grow into that weirdness and strangeness and peculiarness. I don't know. But that brings us to the soon-to-be act dice. And the act dice, you might be thinking, hey, isn't that not on any of the other options of the other current dice? And you are right! And that's because I want this one to be more special, like if we hit a goal or something, because when we have to roll this act dice, I want it to be exciting. So if we roll that dice, I'll of course be performing one of my current acts, and right now we have 10 acts, and I have room to grow in the future, and it'll be whatever my current acts of that time are. But for right now, we have my 3-ball act, my 5-ball act, my ring act, my club act, Rubik's Cubes, 3 boxes, 4 boxes, knives, chainsaws, and the Droppler act. Which is a lot of options, and there's definitely more that I haven't thought of yet, so I'll be putting them on there soon. So now all that's left is to make these into some actual dice. Let's go! One step closer, and I'm now out of hot glue. We're definitely getting close now. One step left to go. Now I can finally answer the question, do 3 dice made out of cardboard, hot glue, paper, other kinds of glue, duct tape, and love juggle? And the answer is yes, and it most certainly adds a lot of chance. Randomness, surprise, and fun to any of my upcoming live streams, so I dare say this project was a success. And speaking of successful projects, one project that made these projects possible is, of course, my Patreon page. So, thank you so much to all the patrons that subscribed and made this video slightly more possible. And, of course, if you guys want to subscribe to the Patreon, not only will it help support my work, but it'll also get you a whole bunch of really cool exclusive content, like videos of all my old Twitch VODs that include the dice. We also have videos of my live acts that will also be performing using the dice. We also have blooper reels and so much more. So do consider checking it out at patreon.com/Evan the Juggler. And with that, on with the conclusion of the show. Thank you, patrons. Yes! So in conclusion, chance is a big part of life, even if you're not an entertainer. So try to embrace it and have some fun while not knowing what on earth is gonna happen. Just like, I don't know what's gonna happen with the end of this video, because we're gonna end off with a dice roll. Whoopah! What does it say? It says, the easiest trick, 3 balls coming right up. All right, let's make sure all of these are nice and mixed up. And our final trick is the clown nose pattern. Is this calling me a clown? I really don't know if I should be offended or not, but here goes nothing. Oh, I can't make a clown nose noise. I sure tried. There we go. Ta-da! It's amazing. A work of art, a good trick, and the end of the video. Thanks for watching.